What's up guys, it's Austin Pro. Today, I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new iPhone 11 in mint green today, which I just got this phone yesterday, and showing you guys some of the brand new features it has with camera and the live wallpapers and haptic touch. Also comparing that to the original iPhone today right here. So the first of all, the camera system. Apple has added a brand new ultra wide lens, just like the 11 Pro has. So instead of moving your phone farther back like this just to get a zoomed out image, you can now zoom out all the way and get a better image like this. So now you can get a much better image of the entire room instead of just this one little portion like this. So instead of just getting this portion where you can't get the entire room where you're at, you can now go into the corner of your room and zoom all the way out to get a good picture of the entire room you're in or any place, which is really cool. So comparing the camera quality to the original iPhone now, as you guys can see, with a 2 megapixel camera, it looks all muddy and washed out on the left of the original iPhone. And if you look at the iPhone 11 on the right, you guys can see the big difference of with the 12 megapixel camera, with the autofocusing, the better lighting exposure and all that. With the original on the left, has none of that, just a basic camera, and that's all it has. Like, you just take a picture and it shows them. That's pretty much it. As you guys can see, there's no stabilizer. That's why it looks so wobbly compared to the 11, which has a stabilizer, so you don't get the shakiness like you do on the original iPhone, which is really, really cool. And the next one is you can now take front-facing slow motion video. As you guys can see, I'm in slow motion. I can now use a front-facing camera to take a slow motion video with a front-facing camera, like facing toward me, like I have it right now. I can now take a slow motion video while I'm making this video, which is really cool, for example. And the best part is I can now change my camera quality right up here just by tapping. At the top right here, like 13.2 or 13.1 I think, introduced the ability to change a camera resolution just by tapping in the camera app. I'm not sure which one it was, but I think it was 13.2 that introduced the tapping to change the camera quality, which is really, really cool. And you also gain this new night mode, which means that depending on what lighting you're in, you can actually make the night mode, make the image in your dark room look much, much better. So like comparing to the iPhone 10, for example, if you put your 10 in the dark room, you couldn't get such a good image without your flash on. But now you don't need to. The night mode makes the image look like it was taken in bright light, which is pretty cool. And you guys also get some new picture controls. You can actually change the resolution of the picture, like square 1 by 1 or 4 by 3, which is default, and 16 by 9, which is the default the iPhone 10 has, which is really cool. Also, when you turn on your night mode, the live photos will be disabled if you have your night mode turned on. So like when I turn night mode off, you guys can see up here on the top right, the live photo option is no longer crossed out. When I turn the night mode on, Apple crosses that out for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it's just like that. So really cool. And the second best feature is Apple has added some brand new live wallpapers for the iPhone 11. These also support dark mode, as you guys can see. So let me pull up the iPhone 10's wallpapers here. So let me get them. So on the iPhone 10 here, you guys can see with the live wallpapers, you just have all these 6 ones, but Apple's replaced those on the 11 with these 9 new wallpapers made for dark mode as well. They're also live, so on the iPhone 10, you get these. But on the 11, you get these brand new ones, which is really cool. They're also made for dark mode, so you can see I switch my dark mode on, and see it changes, which is really cool. Let me turn it off, and as you guys can see, it turned light again, which is really, really cool. So overall, I love the new feature of the 11. I've been using the new night mode for my camera pictures a lot yesterday. As you guys can clearly understand, like a lot of people have been testing the new night mode out ever since the 11 came out, which is really cool. And now comparing the original iPhone to the 11. So as you guys can see, major differences in the sizes. Aluminum plastic here versus this glass and aluminum. So basically, before Apple had this plastic Wi-Fi antenna, which you can remove like this, and it comes off to take apart the iPhone. But now Apple has made it so much harder to repair the newer iPhones with a very tough water gasket in the waterproofing seal, which holds the screen down very well. So it's very hard to repair these phones these days. And they've added the wireless charging, which the original iPhone does not get. And as you can see how much thinner the iPhone has gone over the years. Compared to the original, it's very thick. And then comparing it to the 11, it's much, much thinner. With the aluminum frame here, with the glass back, it's actually easier to hold than stainless steel. So if you guys don't use the case with your iPhone 11, with the aluminum, it's easier to hold than the 11 Pro stainless, because stainless steel is a bit slipperier. It is more slippery. As you guys can see, when I rub my finger against it, it slides easily, but when I do the 11, when I push on it, see, my finger sticks to it, but on the 10 right here with the stainless steel, it slides a lot. So what's good about the aluminum versus stainless steel is that the stainless steel is stronger, but it doesn't absorb the shock. So if you drop it by accident, it will shatter more easily, because there's nothing to protect the shock from the glass front and back. So that's what will happen if you have the stainless steel border. But if you have the new aluminum border, it will absorb the shock better, making it so the front won't shatter as easily. So really cool. So overall, I give this phone a 10 out of 10 out of all my phones I've used. And this camera bump here is actually a matte texture, while the rest of the back is regular glass. So if you have the 11 Pro, it's switched. So this is glass on the 11 Pro, and this is the matte texture finish, which is really cool. And I like how they separated two cameras both from each other. It has these new cool little camera rings, which is also color matched to the phone you got, which is really cool. So if you have the white or black iPhone 11, they'll be silver. But if you have the other colors, they'll be color matched, which is really cool. So that's my review of the new iPhone 11. And overall, I'm going to be using this a lot from my videos in the future. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. See you in the video.